going to be saying about the topic forward pass, backward pass, which I have already discussed in the last classes. So in continuity of the same, for the corresponding forward pass and backward pass, what representation we are going to be putting for that, the network diagram also we are going to be following. So in the previous class we told about scheduling and sequencing. Okay, what is schedule actually? So this is your schedule today. So previously you are in 314, you are in 315. So now today, as of today, so the classes have been here for the APJ block for both A section and B section. So like that we are just scheduling here. The same way only the corresponding software project management also, the leader is going to be scheduling the based on the stakeholders performance, based on the stakeholders requirement, we are going to be scheduling our work. So fortnight once we are going to be reporting, or weekly once we are going to be reporting. So based on that the flow will be continuously going on. The same way, based on the scheduling, the sequencing is going to be followed. What is actually sequence? It is nothing but an order. In which order the first flow, second, third work is going to be getting divided. So for that we are going to be saying the term as activity. What is actually activity? Start, stop. So I am just keep on walking. This is my activity today. For this present I am just walking. There is no place, I got stop here. If I am going backward, I am just going back. How many steps I am just going? This is my activity. So what is your all activity? You are all listening my class. What I am just saying, you are just going to be following till now you are there in the classroom. Okay, that is your responsibility. You are all listening, that is your activity. So based on that same only sequencing and scheduling, sequence in which order the corresponding flow is going to be, how the float of the value is going to be, what is actually arrow on network, activity on arrow network. So what is an arrow? So for example, the arrow, last class also we told about the network. So network will be comprising of nodes. Joining of the nodes we are going to be saying it is a network. For example, triangle shape is what network means. It is going to be having how many nodes? 3 nodes, A, B, C. From A to B it is going means I am just going to be saying A to B as an edge. Am I right or not? A tends to B. So from A to B, what is the time it is going to be taken to complete over the task? So it is going to be following the minimum time, or it is going to be following the maximum time. For each and every parametric value, we are just going to be fixing off what is finish time, what is start time, what is start time to start time. So like that and all we have just discussed for forward pass and backward pass. So how? Based on that only the arrow, the edges we are going to be defining here. So the edges A to B, B to C, again C to A. For example, the start node is A for us. Where I am just going to be starting my work, I am just going to be ending my work to which place. So which is the shortest path? In that shortest path, how the activity timing is going to be displayed. Like the example of traveling salesman problem and Dijkstra's algorithm. So you know what is Dijkstra's? Already you have studied in data structures. What is breadth first search? What is depth first search? So breadth first search it is going to be following up with the FIFO algorithm. Depth first search it is going to be following up the last in first out. Last in first out is nothing but what is it? LIFO. Last in first out is following the stack concept. So for example, I am just keep on arranging the pile of coin. Pile of coin is nothing but 20 coins or 20 plates are there in a shelf. Okay. For example, I just want to take out the 5th plate. I want to take out the 5th plate means why? Because it is last in first out, one end will be closed. Back end will be closed. Always the only one end will be getting opened. So from that end only you are just going to be taking it out. You are going to be putting it. Taking it out, putting it. So taking it out, first coin I will release, second coin I will release, third coin I will release, fourth coin also I am going to be releasing. That time the operation of the corresponding stack is going to be now increasing or decreasing in this present moment. Increasing or decreasing? I am just taking it out in order to reveal the corresponding last pile of coin. As a 5th coin I am just going to be removing. 5th coin I am just removing means for the corresponding 5th coin removal, what I am just going to be doing? I am just taking out top colon equal top minus 1. So I am just inserting the coin, that is nothing but NQ and DQ. So last in first out. Last in first out. So like that it is keep on going out means that time the top value is going to be decremented. If the same thing is going to be doing for the FIFO, that is nothing but first in first out. What is the dealing of first in first out actually? First in first out. So both the sides will be open for you. It is a queue. For example, you are standing to buy a ticket. So last means at the end only the insertion will happen. Am I right or not? At the end the insertion is going to be happen. Front you are going to be doing the deletion. Means keep on the queue is moving means who is standing in the front is going to be coming outside. I am going like that. What is the corresponding NQ and DQ operation? That is nothing but NQ is nothing but addition, DQ is nothing but subtraction. That time front value will be getting decremented, back value is going to be getting incremented. That is nothing but the rear. Rear colon equal to rear plus 1, front colon equal to front minus 1, because always they are going to be decrementing. Whereas in the case of last in first out, we are going to be having only one pointer variable, that is nothing but top. Top colon equal to top plus 1, that's all. Whereas in the case of FIFO, you are going to be having two ends open, back and front. Front will be the deletion, back will be the insertion. So in the same way only, the scheduling process, the sequencing process, activity process, we are just going to be following a technique here called PERT and CPM. What is PERT? Program Evaluation and Review Techniques. Important two components of the corresponding network scheduling. Okay. PERT is nothing but Program Evaluation and Review Technique. One more is nothing but CPM. CPM is nothing but Critical Path Method. For the critical path method, how the flow, how the activity float is going to be play a vital role. What is float? How the corresponding arrow based on the edges, based on the timing, whether it is going to be following the front pass, that is nothing but the forward pass, or it is going to be following the backward pass. For the same defining only, we told on that day about F to S, that is nothing but finish to start to start, like that. 3 parametric value we discussed. So based on that FS, ES, the values will be given to you, activity will be given to you. So for that, based on the duration you will be calculating. So duration will be calculating means greater minus less than, will be keep on subtracting and you will be attaining the corresponding duration. Based on the duration addition, we are going to be following the summing up of the corresponding backward pass, whether the duration is extending the value, it is greater or it is very lesser for based on the activity. Activity follows A, B, C, D, E, F. For example, A, B, C, D, F means 6 activities you are going to be doing. For the 6 activities, 6 separate parametric value for the start, for the end value will be given. That is the duration chart. So followed by the same only, we are just going to be saying here, what is the project planning? Already we completed planning of a project. So this is a plan. So I just planned to take a class for you today. Since it is a combined class, what are all the topics I can take for you? How the problematic solution I can describe to you. Like that I have just planned priorly. Once I have just started from home itself, I have just decided everything. So based on that, the theme is that the classes is going on here. So like that only the project planning also. What is the corresponding project? What is the scope of the project? What is the objective of the project? What are all the software requirements we are in need? Everything we are just going to be deciding based on that. The corresponding planning of the project will be done. So based on the same scheduling. So with the scheduling, how I am just going to be defining timing as if we are discussed already in the case of activity that is in the operating system. I was saying about preemptive scheduling and non-preemptive scheduling. So what is the waiting time for the corresponding job one? Means initially if you are starting your work, your start time will be 0. So my millisecond time, that is CPU burst time for the corresponding job one is going to be 5 millisecond time. Starting time will be 0 for me, that is 0 to 5. After that 5, my job for the J2, for example, that is my job 2, that is my task 2. For that, the CPU burst time they have given is 10 millisecond time. Then 5 plus 5 is going to be 10 millisecond time. That is the waiting time for the second job. Like that, how we are defining. In the same way only, the project planning and critical path method, the duration of the corresponding project based on the first to finish, finish to start, we are just going to be following. Okay. This is the introduction for the corresponding network scheduling with the forward pass and backward pass.